No actual proof that he was bi, but there's a lot of rumors that he was like messing around with the fellas.
Yeah.
And what's wrong with that? What's wrong with messing with the boys? You know,
Yeah.
sometimes you just get lonely.
Yeah, exactly.
What's better than that? I think it's completely natural, and I think it's completely okay.
Yeah.
And I wish my boys would be more down.
Leftovers, 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 leftovers.
Power to the people.
What? Welcome to my Leftovers podcast. Today's Leftovers Files episode. This is James.
This is Alex.
Alex, let me ask you about booty.
Like ass? We're talking ass?
No, not ass.
What?
Unless that's your treasure.
It is my treasure. I like booty.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think about pirate booty?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Pirate booty. I get it. When
Yeah.
you're online and you're trying to, get something on the low. I'm like really trying to say corn, but not. You know what I mean? And because I'm doing a play on words. See, pirated, booty, butt, streaming illegally corn. Streaming illegal corn.
What?
Yeah.
No, you mean getting the full clip without paying for the corn. Not illegal corn. We don't ever want to watch illegal corn.
No. I fully meant streaming it. That's what I meant. Not the other stuff. I don't want the other stuff. Never the other stuff.
I'm going to just transition right here.
Yeah, this is a great way.
Well, Alex, I'm so happy you said all that because that makes sense what we're talking about today.
Yeah.
Alex, have you ever watched pirate corn? Alex, have you ever wanted to be a pirate? Even when you were a kid?
I've always thought they were cool, but I never really wanted to be one of them.
Why?
I more was like, I want to be a Backstreet Boy. I want to be in sync.
Oh.
Yeah. I want to be a boy band guy.
I see.
I want to have my hair spiked up and like have the tips of it kind of colored.
You did.
Yeah. And then dance around on stage and sing in sync with my homies.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
So I feel like when you're a pirate, that doesn't really apply.
You could still do that.
They would throw you over.
No, they might keep you around because you're a fun time.
Jouster?
Jouster. Jouster. Wait, no, the Joker. Whatever.
Same people.
Jousting is like the thing where you stab people.
Oh, no, it's not.
Yeah.
Wait, a jester?
Jester.
Jester, yeah.
Juggler?
Chester's the guy who offed himself from Lincoln Park.
Thank you for bringing in the facts today,
Yeah.
Alex. Now let me bring you some other ones. Today we're talking about Blackbeard. If you guys have never heard about Blackbeard, Blackbeard is one of the most notorious pirates in the world.
Yeah.
He, by far, is like the epitome of what you think of when you think of a pirate. This big fat guy, basically Santa Claus shaped, and he's got like this big ass coat, this weird English hat.
Eye patch?
Yeah, sometimes this guy didn't have an eye patch.
Oh, snap.
This guy's signature look was the beard. He had a
Okay.
very specific beard that we'll get into. But here's the thing. Blackbeard being the most famous pirates of them all, Alex, would you believe we know like little bit of him? Like realistically, there's very little that historians know about him.
I didn't even know he was a real guy. I've definitely heard Blackbeard like in reference to just cartoons and stuff. I feel like he's made an appearance on SpongeBob.
No, you're thinking of that
No,
one.
I'm thinking of him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I guess I'm stupid.
No, you are, yeah.
Okay.
And I am superior.
No,
Superior
no,
Spider-Man.
no one would ever say that. Okay, fuck you. All right, so let me give you some backstory origin of who Blackbeard was, and then we're gonna talk about the realistic part of what Blackbeard actually did, because he was known as like this bloodthirsty devil pirate kind of guy. But we're gonna talk about who the real guy was.
Okay.
And spoiler alert, he was a pretty fucked up guy.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, side note. Did they have guns in that time?
They did.
They did. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, so it's gonna get
It
interesting.
wasn't
here.
all swords and stuff?
It wasn't only swords. Yep.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah. So what people believe is that his name was Edward Thatch. Different spellings all around because spelling wasn't standardized yet. So you just basically had symbols.
Yeah.
Even his birthplace is debated, but most historians think he was born in Bristol, England, mate, around 1680.
Damn. He must be bummed about the World Cup.
Well, no one actually knows for sure because there's no birth certificate, no childhood diary, and no family tree because he's a fucking pirate, mate.
Yeah.
But it's funny because arguably he's the most famous pirate that we know nothing about.
Wow.
In terms of his origin, right? Now, to understand Blackbeard, you have to understand why piracy even exploded in general, like why pirates even existed. People think that pirates were criminal from birth, and I would argue, yeah, they are. That criminal blood was in them. Just kidding.
Wait, what'd you say?
Criminal blood was in them.
Oh, I thought you said something else. I don't know why.
Okay, I don't know what you think I thought.
I definitely heard a color. I heard a color.
You did not. You did not. You did not. But anyways, no, not really. Many of these pirates started out as sailors. Life at sea was terrible. Imagine 6 months on the sea, rotting food, no showers, disease, scurvy, and captains beating the crap out of you. Sometimes they don't pay you. Sometimes they abandon you, and you could literally survive a war at sea, and then you come home and then you're unemployed.
Oh.
It was that bad. How
And your homie stole your girl.
and your homie steals your girl when you come home. Well, then came the War of the Spanish Succession. Thousands of sailors were hired, and the war ends suddenly. Now, eventually, when a war ends and there's all these people, there's thousands of experienced sailors that have no jobs, no pension, no future. Some of them become merchants, some join navies, but some become pirates. So basically, if you really want to think about it, the economy crashed, and they were like, "Oh fuck, we gotta steal. We gotta start stealing shit."
It's like they took our house, so now we have to go out to sea.
and take their boats.
Yeah.
take their boats.
Yeah, because that was their thing, right? They were thieves.
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
thieves, and at that time, if you really think about it, how was most business conducted? Through trade.
Yeah.
At sea.
Ooh.
So it made sense to become a pirate because you steal things. People thought people were stealing like gold and stuff like that. They were stealing important things. Things that they could sell immediately, like merchants. So in a weird way, they were just mobile merchants.
Oh, really?
If you really think about it that way.
What other stuff were they steal? Like fruit?
Vinegar.
What did you call me?
What? Apples. I don't know. But they
Okay,
basically
interesting.
stole stuff that like people actually wanted to buy, and they would just sell them real quick on the low.
Oh, that's actually kind of cool.
Imagine, you
Yeah.
basically have free inventory, and you just make money no matter what.
They're the first hustlers.
They were hustling.
Yeah.
The good guys.
They're just trying to make a grind. Is it make a grind or be on the grind?
Be on the grind. I
Yeah,
think
you don't
is the
really
better-
make a grind.
Yeah, you want to grind.
You make a grind in the club.
You make a grind when you make coffee in the morning. Now, let's get back to Edward Thatch, but from here on out, we'll call him Blackbeard.
Okay.
So Blackbeard likely
sounds cooler.
Yeah, he sounds
Yeah.
way cooler.
Yeah.
He doesn't sound like such a fucking nerd.
Yeah.
Blackbeard started probably as a privateer, and this is important because privateers were not technically pirates. Governments actually gave these guys permission to attack enemy ships during wartime. So basically, they were soldiers, if you want to think of it that way, but on the boat. Now, imagine this was legalized piracy, but then out of nowhere, the war ends and the permission to attack boats disappears. But many privateers don't stop, including Blackbeard. Now, Thatch ends up joining someone named Benjamin Hornigold. Now,
Excuse
Hornigold
me?
is not the actual pronunciation, but from here on out, we will call him Hornigold.
What's the actual pronunciation?
Hornigold. But Hornigold,
You're like, it's just gold.
Matt.
Yeah.
Just Matt.
Yeah.
So this guy is like a pirate mentor. So Horny Gold notices and that Blackbeard is fearless, he's smart, he's calm, he's a really good leader. And eventually he gives Blackbeard command of his own captured ship. Basically he promoted him eventually because he was just so good at his I don't think you call this a job, but like he was good at what he did.
I imagine he's just like, arg, who stole my horny gold?
That's what we call it, gold now.
Yeah.
Like, hey guys, I don't think we can call this stuff horny gold. It's not good for marketing purposes.
No.
It's like, okay, just call it gold then.
Yeah.
But I still think horny gold was better.
Yeah, it's like what our market is towards men. That they don't want regular standard gold. They want that horny gold.
Now, when it comes to building who Blackbeard was as an image, this was stronger than anything else that he did, realistically. Here's where everything changes. So most pirates try to look like normal people because if you look like a pirate, then people would fucking attack you and be like, get the fuck out of here, or be scared of you. Blackbeard does the opposite. He creates a character. So imagine you just shot a cannon and the smoke is dissipating, it's that black smoke.
Similar to here right now, because outside's all disgusting.
Yeah. And in the middle of the sea on the boat, you just see a huge black beard and it's braided and has slow burning fuses tucked into it.
Ooh.
The smoke pours around his face. There's several pistols hanging across his chest. He's got his cutlass sword stored in the back. He's got knives in his hands. He has a big giant hat, a dark coat. And imagine that in this context, you probably only live to like 30.
Yeah.
So these sailors are anywhere between 15 and 18 years old.
Wow.
You've never seen anything like this.
Who is he, my dad? With these all accessories?
These were the original Narcos.
Yeah, with the guns and dude, that's crazy.
It's like to many people, this was like seeing the devil on a boat.
Ooh.
Because it's just this horrible guy looking guy. And
So
he
my
was-
dad. I'm just kidding.
but this guy was fat.
My dad. All right, I'm done.
Sorry, Papa.
Yeah. It's all jokes.
Some people don't realize that he was actually kind of a marketing genius, though. Be way before marketing really was a thing. If you think about it, dead sailors can't tell anyone how scary you are, but living and hurt and injured soldiers absolutely can. And Blackbeard understood something that took centuries to understand: branding, right? Reputation saved bullets, if you think about it. Everyone believes that you're insane. They'll surrender because as soon as they see your boat or your flag, they're not going to fight, and there's less damage, but there's more loot. So it's actually really good business. You save all your artillery and people just give you stuff. It's kind of like just pointing a gun at someone and being like, give me that, and
Yeah.
they give it to you.
It's just a threat.
It's just a threat.
Yeah.
Personal branding.
Yeah.
He was an influencer.
But he was the first to do it.
He first to do it.
Yeah.
So from this day on, if you're an influencer and you always think like, oh, you're going to get an award for being a stupid influencer, you have to go up there and thank Blackbeard.
Yeah.
You have to do it.
You should build a freaking what do they call them?
Statues?
Not a statue. What's the other thing? Like you make their photo in a corner, and then like you have like roses around it.
I'm gonna let you ponder on that.
What do they call these things? Like there's usually candles that light up the side of it.
Oh, I forgot what it's called.
Right?
yeah,
But
now
you know what I'm talking
yeah,
about.
I know what you're talking about.
Damn it! Somebody out there is screaming at their mic right now. Their mic. I'm like, they have their own
Yeah.
podcast.
Well, in the future, podcasting is just gonna be reviewing other podcasts.
Yeah. Dude, I've had the idea to do that so many times.
I know, me too.
Yeah.
I've had that idea, so and I'm like, eventually we can get in on this.
Like there are sometimes where like I listen to David Dobrik's podcast, and there have been times where like he says some dumbass shit, and I'm like, we should just respond back to it for the sake of it, just because it's so whack.
What would be so funny is to listen to a podcast and then you post the same podcast, but you pause it and you give your response, and then
Yeah.
someone else says something else, and like, oh, what do you fucking know about this, Jason? And then
Yeah.
you play it again. It's like, oh, so now you want some too.
Yeah.
And then you just add yourself in this conversation.
Yeah. That's actually kind of psychotic.
Wait, kind of like a good idea.
Yeah. I feel like it's psychotic because people haven't done it yet.
We should do this.
Yeah.
So now the question being, the most famous question about Blackbeard is, was he actually a violent sociopath?
Ooh.
Yes and no. He did fire cannons. He did take ships. He did rob people. He did terrorize crews.
But you would too.
If you had what he had, you would too.
If you had that grind in you, you would too.
Well, historians have actually found surprisingly very little evidence that he routinely massacred captives. Many crews actually surrendered because they didn't want to meet Blackbeard, which meant he didn't need to kill them. Like I said, his image was so scary, most people surrendered before he even showed up.
Damn, word of mouth.
It was word of mouth marketing.
That's badass.
Now, obviously, this doesn't make him a good guy because he was still committing armed robbery on open ocean, but his greatest weapon wasn't his sword. It was legitimately his aura, his fear. Now, with that being said, there's not to say he wasn't a fucked up guy. Because some of the most fucked up things is, well, let me give you a few of them. One of them was an account that was written by Captain Charles Johnson in a book called A General History of Pirates from 1724. It claims that Blackbeard would actually lock himself and a few crew members below the deck, and then he'd light pots filled with sulfur. The ship would fill with choking yellow smoke. Everyone would start coughing, vomiting, and gasping, and the last person to run out supposedly won. Blackbeard allegedly stayed inside longer than everyone else just to prove why he was tougher. The reason why he did it,
Nah, he was just sad. He was suicidal.
and he wanted his homies down with him.
Yeah.
He wanted his crew to think he was literally part devil.
Ooh.
Yeah. We'll get into some other things he did. Like, for example, eventually he ran his own flagship aground, his own boat into he destroyed his own boat. And the belief was that he did this to kill a bunch of his own sailors, because the less sailors you have, the less crew, the less you have to pay.
But if you don't have a boat, you can't really sail.
He had a bunch of boats.
Oh, okay.
Obviously, he was bribing people. Apparently, he would start telling his crew, I'll shoot one of you, just to kind of prove that he was crazy.
Damn.
Eventually, he did end up shooting his second in command.
Yeah.
And he literally told him, he's like, if I didn't do this, you'd forget who you're working for.
Jeez. I don't know why in that moment I pictured 6'9".
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait, is 6'9" the reincarnation of Blackbeard?
690.
6'9".
Yo, 6'9".
Yeah.
Nah.
No.
Blackbeard's kind of cool looking.
Yeah.
6'9" looks a little.
I like how he looks.
I like how he looks now, not back then.
How does he look now?
A little chubbier, a little more filled in, and I feel like it looks good on him. I don't know why.
Really?
Some people just look good when they get a little bit of weight in their face.
Oh, thanks, dude.
But yeah, let's get back into this. So now the other burning question we have.
Was
I'm
he
sorry.
gay?
We'll get into that. Then we get into something called Queen Anne's Revenge. And this is where he becomes legitimately unstoppable. He captured a massive French slave ship. Now he renames it the Queen Anne's Revenge, and it has around 40 cannons around it. One of the most powerful pirate ships afloat in the world at that point. And he's not just robbing ship. He's commanding a floating fortress because of how huge this boat was, or whatever you even call it at this point. Then one of the craziest things he ever did to other people, besides that one, right? Charleston. This is probably the craziest thing he ever did. Instead of hunting ships, he blocked an entire city of Charleston, South Carolina, one of Britain's busiest ports. Now, keep in mind, when I say South Carolina, I do mean in America, right? But this is way before America became its own thing. This is before George Washington was even born, all this stuff. But it was South Carolina. Now, nobody gets in, nobody gets out. He captures ship after one another, and he also took people onto the boat and used them as hostages to negotiate.
So he was the OG Strait of Hormuz?
He was a straight whoreman. I don't know what. What
You know, like the Strait of Hormuz?
Oh,
Yeah.
he was.
Yeah.
He legitimately, that was
Wow.
him. He did that. And then he makes a demand, and people expected that he was asking for gold, jewels, and money. No. You know what he actually wanted?
Booty.
Booty. He wanted some booty.
Yeah.
No, medicine. Specifically, a chest of medical supplies.
Like specifically stuff to fight his AIDS. His raging AIDS.
Well, this is actually probably what historians say is like one of the most insightful things of what a pirate life was. Because pirates weren't living like these glamorous lives. Instead, they were living around disease everywhere, where a single cut could literally be fatal. Medicine was worth more than gold. And when we're talking about treasure, like I said before, he wasn't like, it wasn't like Disney where there's this giant map with an X. And he wasn't, there's no evidence to ever say he even buried any of his treasure. He was stealing sugar, rum, cloth, medicine, weapons, cocoa, indigo. I don't know what that is.
So
Food.
everything that you could find in a CVS?
Yeah, he was robbing CVS. But things that you could pretty much sell immediately. So he spent that money fast to get alcohol, repairs on the boats, supplies, right?
More
Ammo,
alcohol.
more alcohol, bribes. Alcohol again. God damn.
Damn, dude was a drunkie?
He legitimately, there's no evidence to say he ever buried gold, buried any type of treasure.
Yeah.
Maybe some sugar, but like nothing actual, useful. Now let's get into the question Alex had earlier. Was Blackbeard gay?
Oh, God, no.
Did Blackbeard ever fall in love? Maybe.
Ooh.
There is evidence that he had married at least one time, likely in North Carolina, but some stories claim he had 14 wives. Now, this is where we get into some like bad territory
I was going to
because
say, because okay, you have basically proof that you had one wife, but somebody else is like, he got 14 girls, though.
Yeah,
You can't go from 1 to 14 and not expect somebody to ask somebody else a question.
That's what I'm saying too,
Yeah.
personally. But here's the thing. Allegedly, according to A General History of Pirates, that same book we were talking about, after marrying a woman in North Carolina, Blackbeard would allegedly invite several of his crew ashore and force his wife to have sex with them while he watched.
Oh,
he was the original cook.
Did he? Oh.
Oh.
We said the same thing,
Yeah,
technically.
very,
We technically said the same thing.
very different day.
No, it's the same.
Was it? Was he a cook?
Diddy would like be in the corner and watch his girl get with guy escorts.
And he was into that?
Yeah, he would watch in the corner all happy.
That's weird.
Yeah.
That's real weird.
So he was a cook.
We're going to explore the Reddit sub cucks one day.
Yeah.
We're going to get into that.
It's not even like a conspiracy either.
No, but
It
it's
was
just
in-
interesting.
It was in the trial.
Oh, wow, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to get into the psychology of cucks one day. We're going to have an episode called Psychology of a Cuck.
Yeah.
And we're going to get a cuck live on air.
Yeah.
And of course, there are alleged, pretty much, I would say, people say there's no evidence, but I'm pretty sure he did this, where he would go to islands and he would, him and his crew would basically pillage all around. So obviously, he wasn't like a faithful man. but he also wasn't a nice man. So just some things here. So, and there's also, on top of the rumors on being obviously an assaulter, there are many rumors that he would get lonely on the boat, and the only people on the boat were men and his wife, obviously. But his wife wasn't always there. So his crew and him had some fun sometimes.
What do you mean she wasn't always there? You're on a boat.
Yeah,
Where are you going to go?
He also had 14 wives. Remember that?
But like you're at sea. Or are we talking about like he makes a stop somewhere or what?
I'm pretty sure he killed her. Or she died. I don't remember. I don't know which wife, 1 through 14.
Oh man, he had to have
Disease.
killed a couple of them.
Or disease.
Yeah, or a disease that he gave her.
Or like disease from the other crewmates having sex with her.
Gave her a paper cut. She died because of that.
That could actually
Yeah.
be true.
Yeah.
Yeah. But apparently there are rumors that he was doing stuff with guys.
Oh,
Very progressive.
yeah.
Very
We
progressive.
got ourselves a bi man.
No actual proof that he was bi, but there's a lot of rumors that he was like messing around with the fellas.
Yeah.
And what's wrong with that? What's
Yeah.
wrong with messing with the boys? You know,
Yeah.
sometimes you just get lonely.
Yeah, exactly.
What's better than that? I think it's completely natural, and I think it's completely okay.
Yeah.
And I wish my boys would be more down.
We are.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know why I make a whole stand of
I don't
things.
either.
My fault.
Yeah.
All right, now,
Take your pants off.
now, arguably, Alex, do you think that based on what we've said so far, was Blackbeard crazy?
I would say for that time, I think he was an innovator.
That's actually what a lot of people believe.
Wait, are you serious?
People believe that historians believe he actually wasn't crazy. He was actually very calculated, patient, and strategic in the decisions he was making. There's a reason why he became the most notorious pirate, because he made the best decisions and he knew how to man a whole ship of people.
Yeah.
Including that giant ass boat that he eventually captured.
Yeah. You don't do all that stuff and have people follow you if you aren't like skilled in some regard.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, he was also a crazy drunk, a psychopathic drunk, some would say. But
Maybe just a good time.
he's a good time. He was a good time.
Some would say, if he has too many shots, he can get a little loud, and that's okay.
He can get a little loud. He can get
violent.
he can get a little cucky when he gets drunk. But historians actually believe that a lot of the stories of Blackbeard that were written after his death were exaggerated to sell the story of what a pirate was, because it sells well. The idea that a pirate was this nasty, bad person sold better than this sailor at sea who was bored for 6 months at a time and then
Yeah.
eventually showed up at a land and he was like,
Yeah.
give me fucking medicine.
If it's a sailor, you're kind of like, he's kind of fat and lame.
He's
If
kinda
he's a
fucking
pirate,
lame.
it's like, he's wearing black. He's got aura.
Exactly. That's actually exactly it. It was just better marketing. This
Yeah.
entire thing is all about marketing, guys.
Oh.
Now, eventually, he did die. The British government decided eventually that enough was enough, and Lieutenant Robert Maynard is sent after him. And Blackbeard's ship runs aground. I believe that the ships crash into each other after a fight at sea with
Yeah.
cannons and all that stuff.
And then you see Cleveland on the side of the boat. He's like, oh, no.
That's fucked up because his boat was a slave ship, you
Oh,
bastard.
no.
Got you, bitch. Gotcha.
You don't actually got me because I'm cutting it out.
Damn it. Well, anyways, Lieutenant Robert Maynard was sent after him, and Blackbeard's ship runs aground after a fight. You know, they're shooting cans at each other. Once the boats are close enough, the final battle begins. I'm going to tell you this. Most of these legends are like these giant battles and all this stuff, and then you read the real accounts, and it's like, oh, they were kind of pussies at the end of their
really?
death. You know, all that stuff. This is by far one of the most badass deaths in history that doesn't get talked about enough.
Do they make movies about this guy?
They
or no?
should have made it. Probably, dude.
I want like a historically accurate movie about this guy.
You don't.
No, I do.
You don't want.
I
He's
do.
nasty.
Yeah, I want to see all the nastiness. I want
you
it like
don't.
on.
You get You get quivish. I can't say words.
Yeah, I get queebish.
You get queevy.
Queevy?
Is it queevy?
I get scurvy. You mean?
Vitamin C deficient, bitch.
Yeah.
But you don't like the nasty.
I don't, but I still want to see it. I want to see it on like HBO Max. I want them to make like a series.
No, I want A24 to do it.
Nah, I like A24, but this isn't their style.
You don't think so?
No, this is 100% HBO quality stuff.
Yeah, that's true. Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Exactly.
I still can't get past episode 1. It's
can't
too hard.
I can't, dude. Here's how bad.
And people
I
are
am
telling me
with-
there's sex in it.
Yeah, here's how bad I am with it. I can't get myself to click on the actual like icon to even get to start playing the episode.
No, I get it. I totally get that.
I look at the front. I'm like, this just doesn't appeal.
No, it doesn't. But I don't know what it is. Everyone says it's the best show in the world. So
Yeah.
I'm going to give it another shot one day when I get HBO Max again.
Yeah, if I ever get COVID again, I'll give it a go.
Next pandemic, I'm in.
Next pandemic, I'm locked.
So the final battle begins. Maynard hides most of his men below deck, and Blackbeard boards his ship, thinking that he won the battle. And then suddenly, British soldiers pour out in chaos. Smoke, pistols, axes, swords. Blackbeard fights like hell. And the accounts say that he was shot multiple times and he suffered around 20 sword wounds before he finally stopped fighting and collapsed eventually. And then his head was cut off and it was hung from the ship. His body was thrown into sea, and they kept the head on the boat on the way back as a warning to all other boats that we killed Blackbeard.
That's badass.
That's the most badass thing I've ever heard.
HBO Max. They need this.
This amazing storytelling at its peak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that. Like, just imagine him just being like this massive dude, just straight aura, finally being taken down and just...
That's the legend of Blackbeard. Blackbeard might have not been what many people believe is like, oh, it's too much. They probably made this all cool. Granted, a lot of books that were made afterwards probably did over exaggerate a lot of the things, but in reality, Blackbeard was probably one of the most sickest pirates that there ever was. Not in a good way.
Yeah.
Because I don't think he did good things, right? But he was like what it meant to be a pirate.
Yeah.
In this day and age.
He captures what you picture a pirate to be.
Exactly.
Yeah. The OG.
The OG.
The first month to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you think, Alex? Blackbeard legit OG or nah?
Dude, he's badass.
He's fucking badass.
I feel like I want to meet this guy.
No, you don't.
No, I don't want
No,
to meet
you
him.
really don't want to
really
meet
don't
him.
wanna.
It's like meeting Genghis Khan, dude.
I feel like
Terrible
if I touch
person.
him. Yeah, if I feel like I touch him, I'll get a disease.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, like probably 7 of them.
Oh, I feel like he smells.
Well, for sure. Everyone like back then smelled. They didn't have access to like Suave.
They didn't have access to. They didn't have access at 30 years old. You know, they didn't have like anything.
Yeah.
Once you made it to 18, they were just like, oh my god, unk.
Like 18, like the worst time to smell. You know what I mean?
That is true.
That is your smelliest.
That is true.
Yeah.
Well, let us know down below. Do you know any other pirates? Because there are actually worse. There are worse pirates
Oh,
out
wow.
there. Yeah, there are pirates that were crazier. They just didn't make the. They didn't make the cut.
Wait, why though?
I don't know. I guess some pirates were just more notorious than others.
They didn't get the votes.
Well, sometimes pirates, you know, the branding works. The
Yeah.
fact that his aura was so strong, the fear he gave people was so strong. I think that legend was strong enough to keep it going to this day, and people keep writing about it. Whereas
Yeah.
other guys, they were just violent for being violent.
Yeah.
It's that kind of thing.
It's like the serial killers that are very well known, and then like the ones that are just kind of like, you're kind of weird.
That is true because
Yeah.
like some people don't even know about, like, everyone knows Ted Bundy, everyone knows Charles Manson, I guess.
Yeah, but they don't know about like
The toy box
Harold
killer.
Johnson.
Oh. No, his name is real serial killer. But like the most notorious ones, they don't, or like the worst of the worst, they don't actually know some of those
Yeah,
names. Or the
exactly.
fact that there's 30 active serial killers at any time.
So marketing is the key to everything.
Marketing is the key, guys. Keep
Wow.
this in mind. If you
Yeah.
want to be a prolific serial killer, marketing. Please don't do that.
Yeah. Instead, follow us.
Yeah, follow
Yeah,
us.
yeah.
Follow us at LFTB or SPOD on TikTok and comment below. If you were a pirate, would you be on Blackbeard ship? Would
Yeah.
you be Blackbeard? Would you do interesting things with his wife?
Yeah, or to him, I guess.
Or to him, I guess? Say no. Say no. And then follow us as we get into this journey of cuckold psychology eventually. Because
Yeah.
what the fuck is all this cuckold stuff being normalized now? I'm tired of seeing cuck jokes.
Is
It
that gonna
shouldn't be
be-
this normal.
Is that going to be our 100th?
we
That would
invite
actually be really bad.
invite a live cuck on stream?
Yeah.
Here's the thing that freaks me out.
Huh.
We get a real cuck, but then his other kink is humiliation. So he
And then-
gets on the pod because he wants to be humiliated
it's a
for
double
this.
whammy.
It's a double whammy. We're getting him off. And by the scientific process, we are gay.
Yeah, and that's fine.
And I'm okay with that
Yeah.
too.
And the pot.
Leftovers, 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 leftovers.
I got scared.